G'day. Used to have a saying, motivation, money, time. Pick two. Recently, with discussions with a few older people, I've decided to add a fourth to that statement. Motivation, time, money, health. Pick two. Seems like the older that you get, the more things health related drag you down. It may be an injury, a niggling injury. It may be that you have three of those things now. One of those is not enough. Pick two. It used to be time, money, motivation. You have all the time in the world, you have all the motivation, you don't have the money to afford what you want to do. Or you have the money to afford it, you have the motivation, but you don't have the time. Or it might be that you have the time, the money, no motivation at all to do that. Or you might have all three, time, money, motivation, but you have a crippling injury that completely debilitates what you want to achieve. Simple little basic things that I see. Simple things, for example, time and health. If I was to look at something like sport, for example, I really enjoy basketball. I really suck at basketball. I may have the money for it, I may have the motivation for it, but I don't have the time or the health. Had an injury a couple of years back. I'll probably never be better than I ever was. That's one thing I simply have to accept in life. Granted, for something like that, that is rather small. You might have something where you have time, money, motivation, but you were involved in a car accident and can't walk now. All of a sudden that completely changes your aspect and outlook on life. Or you might have perfect health, might have all the time in the world, all the motivation, and you go, okay, I want to get good at a particular activity, sport, art, whatever, except then you don't have the money to actually live. You can't afford the day-to-day bills, you're stressing about those. It's pretty weird how the world works at the moment, where everything is going up except people's pay. All of a sudden you're sitting there and a packet of chips costs you $6, which is pretty crazy considering go back 2-3 years, you get a large packet of chips for a couple of bucks and you wouldn't think nothing of it. The even sadder thing is a kilo of apples is $6-7. Fresh fruit is more expensive than processed food. Processed food is perfectly fine, but then you hear stories about farmers throwing out heaps and heaps of produce because they can't actually make a profit out of it. Yet on the store shelves, it's one of the most expensive things out there. Granted, you may have alternatives like greengrocers and stuff like that do sell it at a cheaper price, but overall, food and the cost of living and simply existing has gone up. So bam, all of a sudden, time, money, motivation, health, money's gone. Pick two. Pick one. You may have all the motivation, or you might be that, bam, you've lost money, so now you've lost motivation, and now all you've got is time and health. Or you're at the other end of the scale where you do have plenty of time, you have plenty of money, plenty of motivation, not much time, not much health. Time could essentially be free time, as in you're working 12 hours a day, you clean up the house, you do your family stuff, and bam, it's now 11 o'clock at night. Repeat the day. You have no time to actually compress that in. Or you could look at time as how long you're actually going to live for. You might have time, money, motivation, or very little time due to your health. You might be 90 years old and you've got all the money in the world, you're like Scrooge McDuck sitting up there. You have no time, no health. Or no health and plenty of time during the day, except you're stuck in a chair for 8 hours of the day with the TV on, watching a particular topic you may enjoy, but you don't have any health to actually be able to participate to achieve that task. So, yeah, I do find it very odd, well, not very odd, just very relevant, that statement. Especially with the slight evolution of it that I've done. It used to be time, money, motivation. Now it's time, money, motivation, health. Pick two. Good luck. Bye.